Hi guys, and welcome to Diving Down Under. Today I'm going to be looking at the Suunto Cobra 3 in nitrox mode and the operation of the compass. If you just want to know how to use the compass, you can skip ahead to 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So we're going to start by pressing the mode button and selecting nitrox mode using the up or down buttons. Now the computer should give 2 sharp beeps telling you that the battery is okay. Now enter the display mode, giving you your depth, your surface interval, your no-fly time, your bar pressure and the current temperature. Now to enter the nitrox dive settings, press and hold the down button. Now I'm not going to go through all the settings in here. If you want to know what the other settings mean, go to the air dive mode of the Suunto Cobra 3 video on my channel. Now once you're in the nitrox dive settings, you're posed with your various options. Scroll across onto nitrox, which is the third one across, and press the select button to enter. Now as you can see, we're in mix 1 and it's currently set to 32%. Now use the up down arrows or buttons to change the mix, and that also adjusts the maximum depth at the top that you're allowed to go to at that particular partial pressure. Now if you press the select button, you can select then the different partial pressures. The maximum permissible on this particular computer is 1.6. You can adjust that up and down, and that obviously adjusts your maximum depth. Once you're finished, press the select button to move on to Mix 2. Now Mix 2 can be used as a decompression gas, or if you have got different mixers in multiple tanks. Now you can use the up and down arrows to turn Mix 2 on or off, and then press select to set Mix 2's particular mix. It's the same as before, using the up and down arrows to change the mix accordingly. Then press select to move on to set your partial pressure. As you can see, on 80% oxygen, your maximum depth is 9.8 meters. Press select to return to the main menu. You can then press the mode button to return back to the nitrox mode. Now using the up button, we can scroll through the displays. For example, we have the partial pressure of oxygen we're currently at, the OLF, which is the oxygen limit fraction. Basically, this is Suunto's clever little way of combining the CNS percentage and the oxygen toxicity units. And then we have the dive time, and then followed back looped to the degrees. Moving on to the down button, we currently display the bar pressure in the tanks, followed by the current mix of oxygen we're breathing. We have the maximum depth and the current time, followed back to the bar pressure. And that is the overview of the nitrox settings on the computer. We're now going to move on to the compass. Now to get the compass up, you just press and hold the select button. As you can see, it's a digital compass with a bearing readout on the bottom right hand side. As you can see, even in the compass mode, the depth is still displayed along with the bar pressure in the tanks. Now to access the compass menu, press and hold the down button. The compass settings will appear, and you have the calibrate setting, followed by the declination, I can't pronounce that setting, followed by your timeout. So if we enter the calibrate setting, this gives you an option to calibrate the compass. It'll require you tilting it from left to right, turning it in a full 360 and tilting it forwards and backwards. Make sure when you do this you are away from any metal object. If you don't, the compass will either not calibrate correctly or not calibrate at all. Now moving on to the other setting that I can't pronounce. Now this is used to differentiate the difference between true north and magnetic north. This is used if you're setting your bearing from a map or a chart, and then you can offset the north on the compass so it matches what is on the chart. Again, use the up down arrows to change, and then the select button to select it. The timeout is basically the timeout from the time you press the select button to the time the compass turns off and reverts back to the normal computer mode. Now it is possible with this to set bearings into the compass. This is done by aligning the compass up with the bearing you want and short press the select button. As you can see, the symbol appears to show that you are traveling towards the locked bearing. If we move the compass, say, to the left, the right arrow will appear telling us that we need to rotate to the right, and same vice versa. If we then line our compass back up with the bearing, the little symbol will appear to say that we are swimming on that particular bearing. After you finish with the compass, you can either leave it, or you can press and hold the select button to return back to the dive mode. Well, I hope this has been an educational video for you guys. If you want to know more about the Cobra 3, check out the other videos. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I will see you again.